Okay, good morning. Today we are going back to the state of Maryland. I know I said we were going to go to some other places, but I just love Maryland so much. But anyway, I'm going to talk about a school which kind of goes unnoticed even amongst the historically black college university circuit, and that college is called Coppin State University. Coppin State University is in the city of Baltimore, Maryland. Baltimore is the largest city in Maryland. It's a big urban area and a port city as well. All right, so Coppin State University is in Baltimore. It's a historically black college university. There's another HBCU in that town called Morgan State University, and we did Morgan State. And there's also Johns Hopkins, Goucher College, and University of Maryland at Baltimore, and a few other colleges I can't remember offhand. All right, so like I said, Coppin University is one of those universities where if your grades are from good to excellent, you'll have no problem getting in. We're just going to really search and see what they can do for international students, if it's a choice for you. If you want to be in the state of Maryland, I mean, it's not a bad place. Remember, Baltimore is about 40 minutes from Washington, D.C., and they have great seafood and have a harbor and everything like that. And Coppin is doing some heavy recruiting for domestic and international students. So why not check it out? We're going to take some time. We're going to go flip the iPad on and see what they're talking about. Okay, let's go. So we gave you a little intro before, so we're going to go into it a bit more and let you know if this place is a school for you. Now, Coppin University is in Baltimore, Maryland, as we mentioned earlier on. Smaller university, but we'll see what's going on. Let's see if it's for you. All right. We're going to go to U.S. News first to get information. This is a little rundown of how their website looks. I kind of like the way it's set up. It's actually very visual and gives you the idea of the school and what's going on and some of the activities. And I think that these are things that we need to look at when we're looking at campuses. Take virtual tours. Most colleges do offer virtual tours. You can go on and you can find out, what they're all about. All right. Now, real quick, we're going to go to what U.S. News and Reports has said about them. The campus size is about 38 acres. All right. There are actually 2,000 students, 2,100 students on average. So 2,100 students. All right. It doesn't say it here, but we researched it before. So we're talking, it's a small school, 2,100 students. All right. And doesn't give you exactly who lives on campus. Don't give you a number. They are NCAA Division I, which is the highest level of sports. Now, when I was younger, Coppin University didn't have dorms, but now they do, since it is an urban city and it's in a pretty dense neighborhood. So it is an urban neighborhood, and you're close to everything. You don't have to worry about public transportation or things like that. All right. Acceptance rate is 47.9%. Acceptance rate is 47.9%. And like we mentioned before, it is in Baltimore, Maryland. If you want to know more about Baltimore, Maryland, you can always go to Wikipedia or go to Google, and you can get more information on it. Always do your due diligence, like we always said. All right. Tuition is, I know here it says in-state tuition is $6,904, but I know for a fact that out-of-state tuition is $13,650 per year. All right, and let me make sure I can check on. Yeah, $13,650. All right, so mid-range in terms of expenses, but still, we still have to find you money. Okay. Let's go directly to their website and go to their international affairs issues. All right. Let's look at academics first. All right. And it goes into all academic programs. Now they offer programs from certificates all the way up to doctorate. So it's 750 plus courses to help you learn the skills you need to catapult your life and career. 57 areas to study, undergraduate, graduate, certificate, and has a faculty ratio of 13 to 1. Now, This is a major thing here because some schools have a faculty ratio of like 20 to 1, 30 to 1, 50 to 1. Some courses look like stadiums and it may be like 200 to 1. All right. But this is a pretty good, pretty good ratio here. All right. We see some of the majors and minors they have here from applied psychology, human service administration. They have other things here. Let's go back and see. Here it kind of breaks it down by the area. So they have natural and physical sciences, chemistry majors, physician assistants, biochem, computational chemistry. They have a lot of different things here. And if you want to know more about the majors they have, just go on the website and click through and see if they have the major you're interested in. They also have an education school. Now, notice that a lot of the older, most of the HBCUs, they're known for their education programs because earlier on, like when these schools are started, a lot of people went there to become teachers. And some of these schools are called like teachers' colleges and things like that. Alrighty. So nice website, pretty much easy to get around. Now, let's go to admissions here. And it's going to talk about international student admissions. So 44 countries represented, 12 languages spoken in the Coppin community, 12 that they know of, and 5 globally focused clubs and organizations. All right. If you want to get more information on them, you could go to the Office of Admissions and they'll tell you a little bit more what you need. We know the general thing. You'll need a passport. You have to worry about the visa and everything. And it gives you just some of the rundowns on that. All right. And of course, you're definitely going to have to understand that. Now, notice this, what they say. And I always say you have to be careful. Now, if you notice, it says here important admission deadlines. All right. Now, on some sites, it says that the admissions are rolling. But then if you notice here, it says that for fall semester, the deadline is May 15th and it's December 15th for spring semester. So sometimes you'll get conflicting information, and then also remember that it might be rolling for American students, but maybe not rolling for international students. All right. Now it goes on here and says that what are the resources to evaluate transcripts from non-U.S. institutions? What do I need to apply? And it goes on and it says what you need here. All right. You're definitely going to need international standardized test scores, SAT, ACT. Transcripts must be a course-by-course evaluation. High school transcripts must be document-by-document evaluation. Alrighty. So then it goes into some of the agencies that do that. English proficiency exam options. What should I submit if English is not my native language? And it goes in here and says what you need to do, whether it's TOEFL, whether it's IELTS, whether it's a Duolingo test. All right. And for more information, you could always contact their office. You could email them or, email them or write them a letter, which I don't think you want to do. All right. And we did mention that the application is $50. I should have checked to see if these guys are on the Common App, but we will check right now if they are on the Common App. And I'm almost sure that they are. All right, let's check here. Coppin might not be on the Common App, but I thought it was. Oh, spelled it wrong. That always doesn't really help. And you'll find out that not all schools are on the Common App. You find out not all of them are. So I'm looking here. It is not on the Common App, so you'd have to apply directly on their website. If I'm wrong, somebody please correct me. But as far as I'm showing here, Coppin University is not on the Common application. All right. and I'm half and half on this, because I think that when you're a mid-tier school such as Coppin University, I think it would make sense for them to be on the Common App. It just makes it easier. But the way the Common App makes it is like you can go in and apply for all your schools. And if your school isn't like this coveted school that everybody wants to run to, I think that you'll kind of like be in a disadvantage where people can't come and look at you on the Common App form and press it and just apply with the click of a button, as opposed to going through Coppin's website, submitting online and sending the fee. All right, so like we mentioned before, always do your application online. Don't even think about mailing it in. I don't even know who mails it anymore, but make sure you do it online. Always go to internationalstudent.com to see what money is available for you. So check out Coppin. Let me know what you think. I think, like I said, it is you get good value for your money here. They have good students, good people, good staff. From what I know, let me go. Matter of fact, you know what we're going to do? We're going to go and check to see the tuition and aid fees, because sometimes this information changes often. All right, and sometimes it changes per year, like per year. All right, so let's see here. So, and remember, like we mentioned, and that $13,650, that's for a year. And to be honest, that is not bad for a non-Maryland resident. So international, you're paying about $13,650. I mean, now right here it says a little bit less, but it's pretty much in this range. All right. The money, this isn't considered room and board. All right. It's not, this doesn't include room and board, but definitely, one of the more affordable colleges in Maryland, even for out-of-state students. So I always say, if you're talking about $13,334 for out-of-state, you're gonna want to add on about another $12,000, $13,000 just for living expenses and things like that. All right. They do have another campus in Hagerstown, which is probably maybe about an hour or so up heading out west. So they do have another campus. It goes down here. It tells you a little bit more about housing charges and things like that here. So, okay, here we go. First semester. Here's what the rooms are. $2,413 for a triple room, $3,142 for a double room, and $3,294 for a single room if you want the most privacy. Now, that's per semester. All right. Now, here's your meal plan per semester here. Bronze meal, $2,269. Silver meal, $2,364. Gold meal, $2,428. Don't know which is what includes what, but usually they'll give you a certain package of meals per week. Some may include 2 meals a day. Some may include 3 meals a day. Usually on weekends, it's about 2 meals a day. But during the weekdays, if you can't cook and you don't want to spend time doing that, then go ahead and spend your money and get your behind on the meal plan. All right. So adding that up, already your meal plan is about $5,000, and your living expenses, it may be, let me see. Yeah, I would say think around between $12,000 and $13,000, probably around $13,000 to $14,000 that you're going to pay for room and board on top of your tuition. All right. So you're talking about $14,000 on top of $15,000, and you're coming up to that number of about $30,000 a year. And actually, I've been going through a lot of Maryland schools, and this is what I've been coming up with. I've been coming up with these numbers where they're sitting around 30,000, 32,000, give or take. So those are like roundabout numbers when you're talking about out-of-state tuition and you're going to some of these schools in Maryland, especially the HBCUs. All righty, let me know what you. All right, so thanks for tuning in and checking out Coppin State University. Definitely, it's one of those schools in Maryland that I think goes overlooked. And like I said, maybe for you, may not. I always tell you, do your due diligence to see if the school will work for you. Like I said, it's graduated plenty of scholars and important people that are in the Maryland area and other areas and even international. So take a look at them, try them out. Let me know what you think. Questions, comments, short speeches, leave it on the bottom. Talk to you next time.